Hey y'all, it's Heel Heat time.
Hi everybody and welcome to Heel Heat. My name is George Coles and this is our Ring of Honor show for the week. Let's jump right into it. First off, we have a tag team match with Adrenaline Rush, ACH and Tadarius Thomas versus Jimmy Jacobs and BJ Whitmer representing the Decade. Jacobs and Whitmer pick up the pin. Kind of cool that they mention all the history the two of them have together and that they are former tag team champions. Neat little faction with the Decade they got going. Not really heels, not really faces. I kind of like what they're doing with that. I think it's kind of cool. I'd like to see where it goes. I'd like to see Adrenaline Rush become a more focus of the tag department, especially since we had teams like CNC Wrestle Factory that are broken up. The Briscoes haven't tagged together much. The Young Bucks are in there sporadically. The American Wolves have left. Maybe Adrenaline Rush should be pushed up the card a little bit more. I think they're good. I think they're a solid team, and I hope to see bigger things from them, to be honest with you. Now, coming off of that, we had our finals in the Top Prospect Tournament. Hanson versus Raymond Rowe in what was an awesome, hard-hitting, strong-style wrestling match. I really enjoyed both these guys all the way through the tournament. Two guys that are a little bit bigger than what Ring of Honor normally has. Hanson a lot bigger than what Ring of Honor normally has. I thought it was an awesome match. I enjoyed the way they worked against each other. I thought Raymond Rowe was going to be the guy to pick up the win, and he was the guy I was rooting for. Not to say that Hanson's bad. I thought it was interesting. With the gimmick he's using, I thought it was a little bit interesting that he was the one that picked up the win. Although maybe Ring of Honor is going to a little bit different style. Kind of has a berserker style thing with the whole weird semi-dress. I don't know what you would call it. But good wrestler, don't get me wrong. Good wrestler. Quick and big and fast and mean. Gotta love all that put together. I think these guys are both going to make a mark in Ring of Honor. And I think they'll soon be, both of them will be champions, whether world champion, tag team champion, or TV champion. Which Hanson gets a TV title shot against the winner of our next match. You like that little segue, that was good, wasn't it? The champion Tommaso Ciampa versus the two number one contenders, Jay Lethal and the former champion Matt Taven. What an awesome match. Ring of Honor continues to give us amazing main events week after week after week after week. If you're not watching Ring of Honor, I don't know why you're not. Either find it locally, and I know it's hard to find, just do a search. If you got DirecTV, Comcast, HughesNet, whatever you got, Dish Network, whatever you got as your local provider, Time Warner, through the internet, whatever you do, search Ring of Honor. If you can't find it, go to ringofhonor.com. Every Thursday, they release a brand new show, which is a show that's usually aired on the weekend. So this show will be on there this Thursday. And you'll get to see great matches like this three-way title match, which absolutely lived up to the billing. I thought these three had a great chemistry together. I really enjoy where they're doing with Taven, with him breaking off from the House of Truth. Truth Martini cost them the match. I'd like to see Truth Martini maybe pick up one of the guys from the Top Prospect Challenge. A guy like the Romantic Touch, who may or may not be Red Titus, would be a great pickup for him. Andrew Everett would fit absolutely well. I think a nice little weird pairing could be Hanson and Truth Martini. But I like to see the Taven Martini feud go on a little further. I love Jay Lethal and Tommaso Ciampa going after it, especially after Ciampa injured himself in a match with Lethal. Kind of payback, kind of saying what they said. I think this was a great television main event. Just as good, well, almost as good as last week's, which was Roderick Strong and AJ Styles. But still a great match in its own right. Ring of Honor does not disappoint. They gave us 3 matches. All 3 of them were solid. Nothing to complain about all the way through the show. Awesome show from beginning to end. So let's go into our rating system. We have a 1 to 5 scale. 1 being the worst, 5 being the best. This show, I would say, is definitely a 5 out of 5. Most Ring of Honor shows are. Solid show all the way through, very enjoyable, nothing to complain about. What more can you ask for from a wrestling show? But basically, that's what I have to say about that. My name is George Coles, and this has been another episode of Heel Heat.